Hello, my name is Dennis Parmar, and today I will be presenting my analysis of famous Apple versus Samsung patent lawsuit, one of the biggest and longest running legal battle in the tech world. The Apple versus Samsung lawsuit began in 2011 when Apple sued Samsung for patent infringement. Apple claimed that Samsung copied key features of iPhone, which includes the rounded rectangle design, home screen layout, the pinch to zoom gesture, the several design and utility patents. Samsung responded by filing counter lawsuits claiming Apple also violated some of the Samsung's wireless technology patents. This case lasted 7 years, moving through US district courts, the Federal Circuit, and even reaching the US Supreme Court. At its peak, Apple was initially awarded $1 billion in damages in 2012. Over the years, the amount changed several times due to appeals and retrials until the company finally settled in 2018. This lawsuit changed tech companies think about innovation, design, and intellectual property. To research this case, I used combination of article from Sagias Research and Charles W. Nicholas Law, the Apple vs. Samsung lawsuit overview video on YouTube, another YouTube video explaining how the lawsuit progressed over time, additional online summaries, and legal analysis. Key issues. The main legal issue was whether Samsung copied Apple's patent design and feature. Apple claims that Samsung copied iPhone's minimalistic rectangular design with rounded corners. Apple also claims that Samsung copied the grid style layout of icons. Samsung used Apple's patent gesture like Pinterest Doom, and Samsung also benefited unfairly from Apple's innovation and brand identity. Apple said this harmed their reputation and diluted the uniqueness of their iPhones. In the defense, Samsung said iPhone's design is very similar and functional and common. Consumers buy phones for technology features, not external shape. Apple's patents were too broad, making it impossible for competitors to create smartphones without looking similar. Competition drives innovation, and no company should own basic shapes. Some analysts also noted that Samsung claimed independent development, saying the designs evolved naturally due to consumer trends. Now, court ruling. In 2012, the jury ruled in favor of Apple, agreeing that Samsung did infringe several design and utilities patents. Apple was awarded 1.05 billion in damage. After years of appeals, the Supreme Court asked the lower courts to reconsider how damages were calculated. Multiple retrials adjusted the award. In 2018, Samsung agreed to pay Apple an undisclosed amount, but some sources says it was about $539 million. The courts mostly agreed that Samsung's designs were too close to iPhone's patent features, especially the front screen shape and icon layout. My perspective, was the court ruling justified? In my opinion, yes, it was. Apple invested heavily in the design and user experience of the iPhone. Samsung's early smartphone models looked extremely similar, and the court found clear evidence of copying. Intellectual property laws exist to protect innovation, and Apple's patent covered specific design elements, not just general shapes. Was Samsung's defense valid? Samsung's defense has some validity, yes. They argued that basic phone shapes are functional, and the Supreme Court even agreed that damage should be reconsidered. Still, the similarities were too strong to ignore, and Apple proved intentional copying through internal Samsung documents shown in court. If I were a juror, based on the evidence, I would have also ruled in favor of Apple. A credible source such as Sagias Research explained that Samsung's design changed dramatically after the iPhone was released, and several internal reports showed Samsung comparing the Galaxy to iPhone and adjusting the design to match it. The supports Apple's claim its infringement. Reflection. The case has major implication for the tech industry. If reinforced the importance of protecting design patents, it showed that copying even small detail can lead to huge penalties. It pushes companies to invest more in original design and innovation. It shaped how smartphones developed afterward, and encouraging more unique design. Overall, this lawsuit highlighted that while competition encourages growth, respecting intellectual property is essential, especially in the fast moving industry like mobile technology. Thank you for watching my presentation of Apple versus Samsung patent lawsuit.